What is going on, online fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow a successful online business. In today's episode, we're talking about how my funny gym skits go viral. Viral! We going viral on TikTok. Who here wants to go viral on TikTok? Well, I guess funny is relative, but I think my TikToks are funny, but I also make dad jokes. So that's cool. Anyways, guys, if you want to be entered to win $1,000 cash, all you need to do is screenshot any podcast episode, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at BMarkFit, let your boy know that you're tuning in, and I'm going to be choosing somebody to win $1,000 cash. I'm going to be doing that at the end of June. So if you want to win $1,000, screenshot, share, tag me to Instagram stories at BMarkFit. Let me know that you're tuning in. And just by doing that, you are automatically entered to win $1,000 cash. Now, at this point, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you should be on TikTok, okay? You should be on TikTok and you should be posting consistently. And I feel like most of you guys that are here probably are on TikTok and probably are posting consistently, because if you're not doing that yet, then I'm going to find you. But seriously, you guys should be on TikTok. And the funny thing about TikTok, and like the good and the bad thing about TikTok, is that TikTok is one of those apps that is like absolutely incredible and can really help you blow up your social media. But TikTok is also one of those apps that is unfortunately a little bit of a B word. And I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to TikTok, are super consistent and posting a lot, and they're just still not getting any sort of traction whatsoever. And it's like, I feel like when you're on TikTok like that, I feel like the goal is to figure out what's working and figure out what other people are doing and, slowly but surely model after their content. But on TikTok, you can literally follow in somebody else's footsteps and do exactly what they're doing. And for some reason, it just doesn't hit on your account, which ends up leaving you absolutely frustrated because it's like nothing's freaking working. It's like you want to grow on TikTok and the app is popping, and you've heard me talk about some of my clients that have literally made like $10,000 off of one fucking video. But for some reason, when you post a TikTok, it's just not hitting, and it's frustrating because you want to grow, but you just can't. So in this episode, I'm going to share with you guys what I do with my skits. I'm going to share with you guys what I do with my skits. Because recently my skits have been popping off. I had one of my skits recently that I posted on TikTok get to like 4.7 million views. I'm almost at 100,000 followers on TikTok, which is super exciting. My TikTok recently passed my Instagram following. So TikTok for me is starting to work extremely well. And so in this episode, I'm going to give you guys what works really well for me for skits so that you guys can implement this and start to see some results and some traction. I want you guys to test this out for yourself. So testing out skits and this content type to make sure it's for you. And then my goal is to help you guys get the same sort of results that I do on my TikTok. Because frankly, like if one of you guys that are listening to this podcast does a skit based on everything I'm telling you here, and you go fucking turbo viral and you send me a DM, I'll be the happiest person in the whole fucking universe. All right. So if that happens, BMarkFit is extremely happy. So let's freaking do that. All right. So my journey with TikTok, the way that I kind of got into it was I started my TikTok actually. I started my TikTok with an account that I called the Protein CEO. I don't know how many of you guys were around for the Protein CEO. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? How many of you guys are around for the Protein CEO? You guys know what I'm talking about for Protein CEO? So Protein CEO is actually still an account, and I don't use it anymore. But if you look up Protein CEO, literally all I did was stupid protein videos. I would just smash eggs in my face and yell protein, and my videos were going viral. So that was my first ever taste of TikTok. And then I kind of realized that I was like playing a character that I didn't actually like. Protein. I was playing a character that I did like the character, but I felt like I was like forcing it. Protein. And then like it was doing really, really good. And then I just like felt like I was like forcing the character. Like I wasn't really like enjoying doing it anymore. And then every time I try to do a different style of video, like I try to do like a motivation video or whatever, it just like wouldn't hit because everybody just saw me as the fucking protein guy. So I did have this protein account, and that was my first account on TikTok. And once I realized, I'm like, okay, the protein guy is cool, but like the protein guy is not like, it's just not a character I like to play 24/7. It's like a side of me, but it's not me. So I killed the protein account. I stopped using it, and I started my BMarkFit account, which is my current one. And I started out with like success motivation. I started the account by talking about how I went from like drug addict to millionaire. I started the account by talking about how, my own personal transformation in terms of like my wealth and how I grew my business and some business tips. And like, it did decent. And then I had one video that really, really popped up and went turbo viral. And it was how 7 years ago I was a drug addict. And then, I cut off all my friends and then I became sober. And then now I own this gym, made my first million. And that video went like, I think I had like 5.8 million views or something like that. So it went turbo viral. It also went turbo viral on Instagram Reels. So I started doing that all the time. And those videos were doing good. That's what got me from like 8,000 followers on TikTok to 50,000 followers on TikTok, was like those style videos. But then the algorithm changed, right? And once the algorithm changed, I'm sure all of you guys have experienced this, where like how many of you guys have experienced this, where like a certain type of content is working really well on TikTok, and then the algorithm changes. And as soon as the algorithm changes, the thing that used to work no longer works anymore, right? How many of you guys have felt that? That's just like not fun. Because you like think you figure it out. You're like, oh, this fucking TikTok shit's easy. I'm going to a milli. And then the algorithm changes and you're like, and nobody likes me again. So the algorithm changed. And when the algorithm changed on TikTok, I feel like that's where a lot of people got frustrated. And a lot of people are like, okay, like I'm done with this app for now. I know that a lot of people quit. There was also this period in time last year where everybody thought TikTok was going to get banned by Trump. So I feel like people, me, myself included, I also took a little bit of a break from TikTok. So algorithm changed. Like I took a little bit of a break from TikTok. And then Cole started going viral. Now, if you're in the 10K Academy, you know like Cole De Silva. And if you're not in the 10K Academy, check him out, Cole Lewis De Silva. He's my business partner. He's like, his videos on TikTok are currently like popping. Like they're like homie will get like 5,000 shares on like most of his videos. It's like 400 to 5,000 shares on all of his videos. Like his account is popping right now. And so when Cole went viral, I was like, fuck, like the style of video that Cole does is he does like motivation videos, but he's like talking to the camera. So he's like he's basically giving motivational speeches in a tough love style way. And so when Cole went viral, I tried to do what Cole did. How many of you guys have done that? If you're in the academy, how many of you guys have tried to like duplicate what Cole did? I tried to like follow in Cole's footsteps. I tried to make similar styles of videos as Cole did. And I was like trying to make these like success motivation videos with these clips, but none of my fucking videos were hitting. None of them. So I'm like, but I'm doing the same thing that Cole's fucking doing. But I fucking like none of my fucking videos are hitting. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just like video after video after video after video was like flopping. And I'm like, okay, fucking something isn't working. And guys, this is a lesson. This is a lesson for the podcast as well. If you're consistently taking actions and you're not getting results, you need to switch shit up. And so if you're posting consistently on TikTok and every single fucking video has 200 views, you need to switch up your video style because something you're doing is wrong based on the algorithm. Like it's like, and the algorithm is ruthless. It doesn't lie. Like, so if you're doing something wrong, the algorithm is going to punish you by giving you low views. This doesn't mean you suck at TikTok. It just means that you need to change up your strategy, because if somebody else is going viral on TikTok, that means you can too, but you're not doing something that they're doing. And so in order for you to go viral, you need to change up your fucking strategy, which means you're going to have to study and you're going to have to learn and you're going to have to test shit. Like you're going to have to be like experiment, right? So you have to be open to that. And you have to know that if something's not working, you got to switch it the fuck up. So I'm like, you know what? Like, this is like not fucking working. I'm not Cole. None of my videos are hitting for whatever reason, which also, by the way, pissed me off. I'm not going to lie, because I have a podcast that has like 420 episodes. And I'm like, I'm a podcast host and I've got 400 episodes and my fucking videos aren't hitting. And it was like this like ego hit. And I was like, oh, like, why doesn't anyone want to listen to my shit? Like, I was so mad. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I'm like, Cole's the TikTok motivation guy. It's not fucking my thing. That's fine. I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do a skit. So a little bit of a side note. I have an account. I have 3 TikTok accounts. So I've got Protein CEO. The other one that I have, if you guys want to look it up after this, is called Only at the Gym. Only, ONLYATHE, Only at the Gym. So instead of 2 T's, Only at the Gym, it's 1 T, Only at the Gym. So on my Only at the Gym TikTok, all I do is skits. It's like me and Kirsten, we just do skits. But I thought that the reason that that account did really well was because all I did was skits on that account. Like, that's what I thought. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do a skit on my regular account. I'm going to try to do a skit on my B Mark Fit account. So I tried to do a skit on my B Mark Fit account. And the first skit that I did with Kirsten blew up to 4.7 million views. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So I was like, okay, like clearly the answer is skits, right? Like that's like, I want to do more skits. So I started to do more skits. And now if you guys look at my page, like pretty much all of it is skits. And I've got a little bit of like, there's some content, there's some like strategies behind the skits that I'm doing and why I'm doing the skits that I'm doing, but I'm not going to talk about that in this podcast. What I am going to talk about in this podcast is I'm going to give you guys my top 6 tips for going viral with skits. You guys ready? Are you ready, online fitness coaches? You guys ready for my top, oh, that's a tongue twister. Top 6 tips for viral skits. That is a tongue twister. Top 6 skits for, top 6 tips for viral skits. Top 6 tips for, you guys ready? Okay, number 1. Numero 1. Skit tip. I'm going to stop saying those words. They're pissing me off. Here's the first tip. There we go. That's better. Number 1 is relatable humor. Write that down. Number 1, relatable humor. When I'm doing gym skits, you guys, like when I'm doing skits for TikTok, I always try to think about relatable humor. And so relatable humor is, here's what I want you guys to do. Think about real life scenarios that actually happen, but then turn it up by 1,000. Think about real life scenarios that actually happen, but then turn it up by 1,000. So, you know, for if you guys are struggling with like coming up with ideas, one of the really good things that I did at first with my TikTok skits is I browsed through TikTok for ideas first. And so I'd look at like gym skits or gym humor or funny gym, like those like hashtags. And then I just scroll through the videos. But think about real life scenarios that actually happen, but turn it up by 1,000. So an example is that I browsed TikTok. So like my last video was, guys that grunt at the gym. How many of you guys saw the guys that grunt at the gym video? I did a video. It's on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. I did a video that was like just when guys grunt at the gym, but it wasn't like when guys grunt at the gym. It was like guys grunt at the gym turned up by like 6,000. And so think about real life scenarios, but then turn it up by 1,000. Another example I did was like when creepy guys look at girls at the gym. So if you're a girl, you could be like when guys are staring at you at the gym, like you could think about like a funny skit and like think about that scenario, but then turn it up by 1,000. So instead of just doing like a guy like glancing over at you while you're doing squats, like fucking go get some binoculars from the dollar store and then do your squats, and then also like get a guy to fucking look at you with binoculars. And then when you look at him, get him to like look away, right? So like real life scenarios, but then turn it up by 1,000. So a really good way to like come up with ideas, you guys, is just browse TikTok for ideas at first. Now I do think that like I found a flow with it. Like it does flow to me, but relatable humor, I think is super, super important. So real life scenarios that actually happen, but turned up by 1,000. All right. Tip number 2. Oh, guys, write this down. I'm giving you guys the goodies. I want you guys to implement this shit. If you guys don't implement, I'm going to find you. Okay. Tip number 2, turn up the cheese. Tip number 2 is to turn up the cheese. Yo, TikTok is a cheesy app, straight up. So if you guys want to go viral on TikTok, you got to turn up the cheese, especially if you're doing funny shit. So for me, I'm always turning up the cheese. In my most recent TikTok video, the same one where I'm talking about how like I'm exaggerating I'm exaggerating the scenario, I also exaggerate my acting. And so when I'm like in the skit, like instead of being like, ooh, like, you know how guys go to the gym, I'm like, I'm like really fucking like turning up the cheese. I'm like turning up the cheese with my acting. I'm like over exaggerating everything. It's a cheesy app. And so on TikTok, you really want to like exaggerate the movements and the sounds that you're making in your skits. It's like, that's what's going to cause people like, that's just going to like, it's like an attention stopper. People are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, so you guys want to turn up the cheese. So if you guys are making TikTok skits and you want them to be funny skits that go viral, my second tip for going viral on TikTok with skits would be to turn up the cheese. Make them cheesy. Make them cheesy. TikTok's a cheesy app. Exaggerate it. Number 3. You guys getting value so far? Number 3. Keep your skits 10 to 17 seconds. Number 3. Keep your skits 10 to 17 seconds. The reason I think it's important to keep them 10 to 17 seconds is the best way to go viral on TikTok is to make a skit that people watch over and over and over and over and over and over again. Do you really think that somebody's going to watch a 60-second skit over and over and over and over and over again? No. And the way that the watch, like for me, it's like I keep my skits 10 to 17 seconds and I try to keep them super fucking entertaining, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Super fast paced and super entertaining. Like I try not to have any like breaks, any lulls, any fucking like boring like parts at all. I try to keep them like boom, 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 boom. Like I want to like come at you hot in every single fucking opportunity that I get with these skits. So I keep the skits 10 to 17 seconds. I do my best to keep them under 17. Sometimes I go a little bit longer if I feel like it's fucking funny. But I keep my clips as short as I possibly, so I keep my ships as short as I possibly can. The shorter the clip, the more likely that it is to perform. So you guys literally want to freaking like keep them 10 to 17 seconds short and sweet. You want to keep them by pop, 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 pop. You want things to be happening like instantly, like no delays. Like something you guys got to understand is like the app is ruthless and they don't like you. Like people don't like, I feel like on TikTok, people automatically don't like you at first. That's like my impression. And so like, I think a lot of people make videos assuming that people are going to care enough to watch past the first like 3 seconds. Like nobody gives a shit, honestly. Like most of the people, and I'm sure you guys feel this on TikTok, like sometimes on TikTok, the people can be super, super ruthless, right? Super, super ruthless. So for me, like, I try to keep like the clips short and like entertaining so that I can keep their attention the entire time. Cause I know that I feel like coming into that video, they might not like me. So I want to kind of grab their attention right away and make them laugh. So number 3 is to keep the skits 10 to 17 seconds. Number 4, you guys getting value, by the way, BT dubs. Numero 4. Number 4 is fast cuts. Number 4 is fast cuts. Now, this one's a little nuanced, but it makes a huge difference and it's going to cut your skit time down. Okay. So I do what I call fast cuts. So what I do, you guys, is I don't actually film the whole skit in TikTok. I film the separate clips outside of TikTok. So I'll film the first scene, the second scene, the third scene, the fourth scene, the 15th outside of TikTok. And then when I'm editing them together, I'm doing fast cuts. So what I mean by that is like, I'll put all the videos together and then like what I'll do is, let's say I'm gonna give you guys an example. Let's say I want to say 2 sentences. So, hey Brian, how's it going? Will be the first character, and the second character will be like, good, how are you? So the first skit will be like, hey Brian, how's it going? And the second guy will be like, good, how are you? What I'll do when I edit those together is I'll be like, hey Brian, how's it going? And then it'll be like right away, it'll be like, good, how are you? Like it'll be like an instant cut. So there's no like delay. There's no that 1 second delay between conversation. There's no delay. I try to do really, really fast cuts. So I'll try to cut from even as I'm saying something, like as soon as I say something, I'll cut it right at something, like right at the end of the fucking G, and then I'll cut to the next scene. I try not to let the whole word come out like that, right? You don't want that extra like second delay, because that extra second delay can be the difference between you going viral or not. Because if that extra second delay, somebody swipes away because they're not entertained because it's not the next scene, like then the video doesn't go viral. So fast cuts are super fucking important. Meaning is literally as soon as I'm done saying the word, like if I'm saying something, as soon as I say something, the G, boom, I'm cutting to the next scene. Does that make sense? Fast cuts. Fast cuts. All right. Cool. Is this making sense so far? Meaning as soon as I'm done saying the word, it cuts to the next scene as soon as possible. So that's number 4, it's fast cuts. Number 5. Number five is trending sounds. Okay, so once I've made my little TikTok skit, so I made my like 17 skit, I think it's fucking hilarious. By the way, you'll know if your skit's funny if you laugh when you watch it. Because for me, whenever I'm editing my own skits, I'm fucking laughing my ass off. So trending sounds. Once I made my fast cuts, relatable humor, cheesy ass skit, I make sure that I add a trending sound. Now, here's a little hack for you guys. When you're doing TikTok, if you use a trending sound, like let's say like, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 like that trending sound. If it doesn't match with the video, trending sounds, not trending skits. If it doesn't match with the video, what you want to do is you can actually turn the volume down to like 3 on the fucking sound that you added, so that it still has the benefit of getting put into the algorithm with the trending sound, but then it doesn't actually like interfere with the video, and you might not even hear it in the video, or you might hear it as like light little black background noise, right? So the trending sounds, when I say trending sounds, for those of you guys that are new TikTok users, what I really mean by trending sounds is, you know, when you make your video and then TikTok suggests sounds below the video, you guys know what I'm talking about? So you make a little TikTok video, and then at the bottom of the video, TikTok will suggest like use these 6 sounds or use these 8 sounds, like use one of those. That's trending sounds. So add the sound to your video, and then you can literally turn the sound all the way down. That way it's in the algorithm without, interrupting the video. So that's number 5 is training sounds. Number six is you want a big headline that smacks at the front of every video. A big headline that smacks at the front of every video. So guys, if I go to my TikTok right now, something that I noticed on my TikTok is all of my videos will have a big white fucking headline right in the middle of the video. It'll be like the most annoying guy at the gym. It'll be like a big white headline in the middle of the video. I've also noticed when I don't put the headline at the big, like a big white headline or big red headline or whatever the fuck, in my skits, when I don't put that big headline in the middle of the video, it doesn't do as well. And that's just something that I've noticed personally. So I'll add this like big headline that's like smacks at the front of every video. And I like you guys, when like, I think it's really important. I actually didn't put this in the training, or I guess the podcast, but I think what's really important is that headline. It should like arouse some curiosity. Like it should arouse some curiosity. So when I say like one of my headlines was like the most annoying guy at the gym. Or like you could be like if you're doing the gym creeper one, like the one with the binoculars, like that I suggested, which by the way, that would be a fucking funny skit, PS. Or even you don't even have to get actual binoculars. You could just go like this, like with your hands. Like if you even just like put like fake binoculars over your eyes and you're like staring at the girl doing squats and you like pretend you weren't looking, like that'd be fucking funny too. And I actually think I am gonna do that. I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that one. But you guys can do it too. But that would be a funny skit. But you guys want to catch people's attention because guess what? Like your video is going to get shown to the For You page. And when your video gets shown to the For You page, they don't know who the fuck you are. They don't know what your video is about. And so you should have a headline at the front of the video that catches their attention and makes them want to watch the whole thing. And if it makes them want to watch the whole thing and they do watch the whole thing and they watch it again and then they share it to their friends, that's how your video starts going viral. So it all starts with that headline, right? When they first see your video, like what's the first thing that they see when they see your video? Is it like enough for them to like want to keep watching? And if you guys want to see some examples from my skits, you guys can go to my page and see my skits. And when like for me, you guys, when I'm doing my skits, like I'm trying to think of like when I'm doing my skits, like one of the titles on one of my videos was "We All Know That One Guy." Right. And then everyone's like, what's that one guy? Like, what do you mean that one guy? Or one of them was the what was that? What was another one? I'm like, the most, it was like the most disgusting couple at the gym with like a puke face. And everyone's like, oh, I wonder what they're going to do. And that skit did really, really well. Here's the last piece of advice that I'm going to give you guys with skits. And I actually think this is super, super, super fucking important. I think it's really important, and I haven't talked about it yet, is I think TikTok favors the people that are like willing to show, like the TikTok will favor your video if it's like clear and bright light. So if you're like clearly showing with bright light and it's easy to see your video, I think your video gets favored. And that's just a theory that I have. I don't know if that's true or not, but in all of my videos that I try to make sure that you can clearly see me in my face. Like there's enough light that you can clearly see me in my face, and that the video is very well lit and it's very bright. I find that the videos that are very bright on my page tend to do a lot better than the videos that are very dark. I don't know why that is. That's just a theory that I've always tested and I've always stayed true. So when I'm filming, I try to make sure that it's very, very easy to see me and it's very, very easy to see the other person if they're in my skit. I think clear with bright light is super, super important. All right. So here are the frameworks for how my skits go viral on TikTok. This is exactly what I do. Number one is I use relatable humor. If you guys are not the creative type and it's like hard for you to come up with ideas, go to TikTok, search up gym skits, gym humor, gym memes, whatever, and use, just find some ideas, write them down. Another way to find relatable humor is make a list of like 10 real life scenarios that happen in the gym that are like, just real life things, like people not cleaning up their fucking equipment, people not putting away their weights, like guys hitting on girls, guys peeing on the seat in the bathroom, fucking guys peeing fucking like in the guy's bathroom. You could be like guys peeing on the floor instead of the urinal. What else? People sneezing and fucking not wiping off the equipment. People wearing masks versus not wearing masks. It's like, there's so many things you guys could, there's so many opportunities for you guys to do it. People not putting away their, like, their plates after they do leg press or whatever. There's so many different things that you guys can do. So Like get people use like doing funny movements on gym exercises would be a fucking another really, really good one. So think about relatable humor. Number 2 is to turn up the cheese. Turn up the cheese, which means that like you guys got to get cheesy. TikTok's a cheesy app. So like the more that you exaggerate your movements and things that you're doing, the better your results are going to be. Number 3, keep your skits 10 to 17 seconds. 10 to 17 seconds tends to be the sweet spot for me. I try to do 10 to 17 seconds because I want to create a skit that's funny enough that people watch it over and over and over and over and over again. Number 4 is fast cuts, which means you got to take out the pauses and like the lulls in between speeches. You want it to be like you want it to be super, super fast. Number 5 is trending sounds. The little sounds that TikTok suggests at the bottom of the video, use those. But if they don't match your video, don't worry. What you can do is you can turn the sound all the way down. So that way your video will still get the sound as it pushes out. Like it'll still get the benefit of using a trending sound in the algorithm. And number 5, make sure you have a big headline at the front of your video and make sure your headline smacks, because your video is going to go to the For You page and you want to make sure that it's like enticing enough that grabs people's attention. That's it. That's all. That brings us to the end of my funny skit TikTok. Hopefully you guys got some value. If you want some inspo for skits, only at the gym is one of my TikToks. My only ask is that if you're going to use one of my skits as inspo and you copy it exactly, just like give me credit in like the caption. That'd be cool. I don't mind if you copy, just like be like at BMarkFit. Just give us some creds, yo. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. So hope you guys have the best day of your life. If you want to be entered to win $1,000 cash, all you need to do is screenshot any podcast episode, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at BMarkFit. Let me know that you're tuning in. You're automatically entered to win $1,000. And I also wanted to say that if you got value from this TikTok episode, and you're looking to attract leads from TikTok and sell clients from TikTok, in the 10K Coaching Academy, we have literally 8 videos that are specifically dedicated to TikTok, including videos that are how to get clients from TikTok, how to do calls to action on TikTok that actually works, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to get access to our trainings on TikTok, then DM me TikTok on Instagram, be like TikTok trainings on Instagram. And let's get you all set up in the 10K Academy. All right. Peace and love, guys. Have the best day of your entire life, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's go.